It isn't enough just to take the life. How many people suffer?
Alright, so for those of you who've been watching, you've seen the last video I made where basically I'm very drugged. Well, it's a couple videos of the blue, navy blue or dark blue sweater. This is divalproic sodium or Depakote. I'm going to go through the side effects again because it's important. I point this out. On record, they're drugging me with long-term, with a drug with long-term effects that really messed me up. So I've highlighted the effects that have to do with impairing my martial arts, and I've underlined the ones that have to do with messing up my speech or my presentation. So it's important to start that when I start off with the first page and a half, we'll say, about it's more common, and I'll tell you when we get to the less common. All right, so bloating, I'm just going to skip right to the one. There's a lot of disgusting ones. I'm going to skip right to the ones that have to do with the highlighter or the marker, or the ones that impair my ability to speak, the marker, and the ones that impair my ability to do martial arts, the highlighter. In case you forget, it'll be very obvious when I say them. Bloating or swelling of the face, arms, hands, lower legs, or feet. Confusion, cough or hoarseness, delusions, dementia, depersonalization. These are more common. If you notice right there, it says more common. These are the more common side effects. And I'll put these at the end. I didn't want to make this video that long. I'm going to try to breeze through this. Difficulty or labored breathing, headache, joint pain, lower back or side pain, mental depression, muscle aches and pains, nausea, nervousness, paranoia, quick to react or overreact emotionally, rapid weight gain, rapidly changing moods, shakiness in the legs, arms, hands, or feet, shivering, sleepiness or unusual drowsiness, sweating, tightness in the chest, tingling of the hands or feet, trembling or shaking of the hands or feet, trouble sleeping, unusual bleeding or bruising, unusual tiredness or weakness, unusual weight gain or loss. It's important to note that it's about 9 o'clock or so in the morning. I haven't consumed anything. There was a minimal amount of gassing last night, so I'm more coherent and concise, and I display my intellect, intelligence, and aptitude a lot better. Anxiety, blurred vision, bruising, burning, crawling, itching, numbness, prickling, pins and needles or tingling feelings, change in personality, change in walking and balance, change in patterns and rhythms of speech, chest pain, clumsiness or unsteadiness, degenerate disease of the joint, difficulty with moving, dizziness, faintness, or lightheadedness when getting up from a lying or sitting position suddenly, fast, irregular pounding or racing heartbeat or pulse, hyperventilation, lack of coordination, lip smacking or puckering, loss of strength or energy. So I have to do things to get myself, pumped up before I do my martial arts because, the drugs are really affecting my ability to connect. Muscle pain or stiffness, muscle tension or tightness, pains in the stomach, side, or abdomen, possibly radiating to the back. Oh, excuse me. We have been on less common since, the second. Well, I'll put it at the end. Pounding in the ears, rapid or worm-like movements of the tongue, rapid weight gain, restlessness, seeing, hearing, or feeling things that are not there, shakiness and unsteady walk, slurred speech, trouble with speaking, twitching, uncontrolled chewing movements, uncontrolled movements of the arms and legs, unsteadiness, trembling, or other problems with muscle control or coordination. So I'm going to show these pictures at the end. This one, I didn't send them my real penis picture, but I knew that they were a perp, and I knew that they were going to try to do what they did, and I knew when I took the screenshot that it was going to prove my point. They want me to take off my videos. They try to blackmail me to take off my videos. Fighting for honor, you've seen this before. You've seen these ones before. I'm going to put these at the end as well. And oh, let's cover this real quick. So this is on record, the reasons why. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is an article by Linda Sapadin, PhD, which says talking to yourself is socially normative, and it actually helps you. I'm going to skip right to the end. So don't leave yourself out of the equation. Converse, chatter, communicate respectfully with yourself is not a sign of insanity. It's a sign of good health. Okay, so this is a PhD, Linda Sapadin. Pretty sure she's a psychologist or something. Anyway, so here's the atypical antipsychotics and antipsychotics and the mood stabilizers. Highlighted are the ones I've been on. Purpose, to help stop voices, visions, and talking to yourself. Of course, I haven't reported any of these things to my psychiatrist, so it was insane for them. You know, I was being drugged based on the idea that I believe in a world government. Now, G.W. Griffin and other scholars have come out and said that, yes, there's a world government in the making, a grand design. I'll put the link to that in the comments. I have to talk fast because I don't want to make this video too long. To reduce false or strange beliefs that are not shared by others. To help clear and organize your thoughts. I've never had a problem with that until they drugged me. To delay relapses and need for hospitalization. Of course, when you get off the drugs, you withdraw and, you know. Okay, so to stabilize your, this is for the mood stabilizer, stabilize your mood to decrease both the intensity and the frequency of mood swings, to help decrease racing thoughts, irritability, extreme happiness or sadness, and physical overactivity. So on record, the purpose of Depakote, part of it is to reduce physical overactivity. So how can they possibly reduce physical overactivity without messing with parts of the brain that make you physically active and coordinated? So when you look at the loss of coordination and the muscle cramps and the tiredness and the weakness and the loss of energy, that is what they're going for on record, because how else would you reduce the physical overactivity? So on record, these are performance impairing drugs, performance reducing drugs. They make you more lazy, weaker on record. That's what they're supposed to do. Those are the main effects, not just the more common side effects. Thank you. So on record, they went after epileptics, people of feeble minds, criminals, and political dissidents. And in my lifetime, I've easily associated with 3 out of 4. So I'm the ideal candidate for this. And my sources aren't crazy people. My sources are MD, psychiatrists, you know, Collins, Cohen, you know, Harvard Law, you know, Adam Cohen, a former member of the New York Times editorial board and a senior writer for Time magazine, okay? A graduate of Harvard Law School, a Harvard researcher. You know, these aren't frivolous sources. These are valid sources. I have over 10,000 valid sources in my videos. I am fucking right. I did my due diligence. I did my double checking. I have multiple sources. I have my superior martial artist insight. I am the top martial artist in America at self-defense, at combat skills, transferable skills, mental and physical conditioning. Most importantly and most relevantly, self-defense. And we are under attack by international financier Jews and white supremacists who are upholding the white power structure. It is a structure from bottom to top with people positioned accordingly to make sure things go smoothly. Okay, these people are racist historically and currently, and in the future, I am sure they will still be racist and still doing what they're doing. We are under attack, people.
Now, it would be very easy for me to save myself and outmaneuver these people and stay out of harm's way. But I have chosen to do the honorable thing because I am fighting for honor, and I am telling you that we need to form a unified defense against these people. I've identified the spiritual bottom-feeding philosophies. I have identified what they are doing. And I am telling you that surgical strikes are the most logical response, and we need to push away these people's philosophies socially, politically. We need to push them away. We need to boycott them. We need to reject their satanic philosophies. We need to embrace Christian morality and Christianity and Islam. Thank you.
They drugged the food in my home.
Verbeff says all these happenings culminated in an assault. The 39-year-old believes someone drugged the food in her home and returned later to rape her.
I know something happened to me because a woman knows.
She filed a report and was briefly hospitalized with signs of sexual assault.
Has mind control been achieved? From all of the available evidence, it appears doubtful. The human will has prevailed up to this point. But as we have seen, work is continuing in this field. Work that we still don't know very much about.
Making it more common.
Gang stalking itself, they have elevated themselves to technology. So this is something that's been going on before the age of Facebook, Twitter, those other social websites. They just now have gone into those areas.
Because, you know,
Did that atheist guy really tell you to provoke me to go to the psych ward?
Yes.
The drugs.
Do you think that the CIA is still testing out drugs on?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think they're testing LSD any longer.
Not
I think they basically, they've been through that process. New drugs, absolutely.